Diane Sheldon, A Night to Remember. Illustrated by Rolfer Crowfer. It was a Christmas Eve. The night was crisp and cold, and the stars shone like fairy lights in the dark. And cloudy sky, Father Christmas whistled as he marched out of the stable. A small thin figure stumbled behind him. There was Father Christmas' grandson, Sam. Sam was having trouble because his boots were too big. At the entrance of a barn, Father Christmas stopped. "Ho, ho, ho," he said, gazing up at the glittering sky. He looked back at the stumbling figure. "You know, Sam, this is going to be a night to remember." Sam was digging snow from his boot. "I'm going to remember. It's all right. I'm going to catch a cold." Father Christmas frowned. Sam was a very modern boy. He was modern that he wasn't really interested in filling stockings or in driving through the night in a sleigh, pulled by 8 reindeer. He was interested in television and videos. He was interested in loud music. "Stop doubting. This is the greatest night of your life." Sam fell over snow. "I'm too young for this, Granddad," he said. "Too young? Nonsense, it was your age. When I first went out, I couldn't wait to see the sights. The pine trees of Toronto, the chimney pots of London, the castles of Dusseldorf." Sam groaned. "But I don't care about the chimney pots of London, Granddad. I'd rather see a film." Father Christmas blew his nose. He had a bit of cold himself. "What nonsense," he said. "It's not me, it's my boots. It looks like you to me." Sam bumped into him with a cry of surprise. Sam was not only having trouble walking, he was having trouble seeing because he had kept sliding over his eyes. Sam trimmed into a barn. He collided with all. "Well, actually, Granddad, it's not sure this is me. It's just that I don't feel comfortable in this suit. And I'm little afraid of a deer. And I never really like riding in open sleighs. The trouble with you is you're lazy. All you want to do is play video games all day." Sam staggered at him. "It's not that, Granddad." He bumped into a post. "I don't think I'm cut out for this job. I never really seen myself as a delivery boy." Father Christmas spun round. He looked closely at his grandson. It was true. He didn't look like perhaps Sam was going to be an even bigger disappointment than Father Christmas had feared. "Delivery boy," spluttered Father Christmas. "What do you mean, delivery boy?" He pointed at the sleigh. "Father Christmas is not a delivery boy. He's jolly old Saint Nick, and he brings happiness to millions of children all over the world." "It was hoping for a bit more fun," said Sam. "And who said it is fun? Father Christmas. You did," said Sam. You wanted to help because you were bored with climbing over rooftops on your own." You said you were tired of lugging that heavy sack all by yourself. Father Christmas stated his hat. It was true. He had said that he was a little bored with climbing over rooftops of his own. He was tired of lugging the heavy sack all by himself. But Father Christmas frowned. He was sure that being Saint Nick used to be fun. He just couldn't seem to remember when. Never mind, said Father Christmas gruffly. Fun is what matters. What matters is that there was nothing else I ever wanted to do. Well, I'd rather fancy being an astronaut, said Sam. Father Christmas turned on his heel. I get the deal, he said. Together, Father Christmas and Sam harnessed the team. Not like that, shouted Father Christmas. He wrenched the straps from his grandson's hand. Can't you see you making them nervous? Sam glanced over his shoulder. They're making me nervous, said Granddad, said Sam. They look like had rags and they smell like old socks. I don't know why we can't use a plane. The reindeer's ears went up. Said Father Christmas. Sam tried to help him load the sack onto the sleigh. Not like that. Is that the way I showed you Father Christmas rolled? He tugged the bag from Sam's gasp. Sam collapsed with a groan. No wonder you're always complaining about your back. That thing weighs a ton. Why can't we use motorized cart? Father Christmas and Sam took their places in the sleigh. Christmas giving his grandson a slow. Why can't you still sit still? Because this seat so hard and uncomfortable, said Sam. Can we at least get some cushion? The reindeer pawed the ground. This sleigh is like something out of the Stone Age, said Sam. Said the Father Christmas. Let's go. Together, Father Christmas and Sam began their journey round the world. Father Christmas wouldn't let Sam drive. You hit something, he said. You go too fast, you crash. Father Christmas would let Sam carry a sack. You drop it fall off a roof. Father Christmas wouldn't let Sam fill the stockings. You break something, you mix things up. Sam was chased up a tree in Toronto. He got stuck in a chimney in London. He was almost set on fire in Dusseldorf. You see, affirmed Father Christmas as they veered sharply towards the rooftop of Amsterdam. You completely useless. Sam held off the street. I'm not useless, he protested. You're the one who won't let me do anything. Do anything? Repeated Father Christmas. What can you do? Besides turn on a television set? Sam held on tighter as the sleigh pitched and bucked. I didn't ask to come. He managed to gasp. I wish I stayed at home. They skidded to a stop. Sam fell down a sleigh. No, rage, Father Christmas. I'm the one who wishes you'd stay at home. This is the worst Christmas Eve I never known. Sam pulled himself back into his seat. He pushed his hat out of his eyes and shook the snow out of his hair. He looked around. Grandad, said Sam. Grandad, don't you think this roof a little icy? Icy, shouted Father Christmas. Of course it's icy. It's winter, isn't it? He hurtled himself for the sleigh. Sam looked for something to hold on the top. And steep. He added icy and steep. He peered over the slide. And you parked on slope. Don't you tell me know how to park. But Grandad, I really think. I don't want to hear what you think. But I only you'd listen for a second. Listen, I have you know that is parked this late more times that you've changed channels. But Grandad, let me tell you what I think. Sam Claus. Please be careful, Grandad, called Sam. I think Comet would make a better jolly old Saint Nick than you. That's what I think, Father Christmas roared. At that he fell off a roof and in a shower of gifts. Sam brought the sleigh down to the ground. The reindeer watched as he held his grandfather to his Christmas. I pulled my back out. I did try to warn you, Grandad. Sam took his hat and stuck him behind his grandfather's back. If only we had some cushions, Father Christmas collapsed with a sigh. Cushions are the least of our problems. He groaned. Not only this is the worst Christmas Eve of my life, but it's gonna be the worst Christmas for a lot of children too. He waved towards the presents scattered over the street. I'll never get those delivered now. The reindeer looked over their shoulders. Sam looked at his grandfather. Father Christmas looked at his sack, still caught in a tree. He shook his head sadly. For the first time in hundreds of years, jolly old Saint Nick would complete his. Sam cleared his throat. Well, I suppose I could deliver the rest of the toys, he said softly. You asked for the Christmas. You Sam Claus act as delivery boy. I thought you weren't cut out for his job. Maybe not, but I'm here. But you don't want to what to do. I've watched you. I know what to do. And I'm getting rid of this for a start. But you won't look like jolly as old Saint Nick. No, I look like me. The reindeer shuffled restlessly. They jangled the bells. They glared at Father Christmas. Father Christmas glared back at the deer. Oh, go ahead, he groaned. Oh, and too much pain. I'll argue with any of you. Well, you were right about one thing, said Sam, tossing a suit into the back of the sleigh. This is going to be a night to remember, all right. Contrary to what Father Christmas had feared, Sam didn't drop the sack or break any presents or mix up the toys, but he did think he filled with stockings. The reindeer tapped their feet and shook their bells. Father Christmas laid back, listening to the music in the air. Only Father Christmas saw himself as a boy. He was lying on his bed, reading a book about sailing ships. He heard his father yelling at him for wasting his time. Sam sprang from a chimney in a spray of snow dust. You know this is so bad after all, he called. Wahoo, this is fun. For the Christmas watch Sam spin before the stars. He saw himself as a boy, laughing and leaping down chimneys. He saw himself scatter presents and racing down the night. He heard his father complaining that he did everything wrong. He heard himself shouting and he whistled. He stayed at home. Sam climbed in the driver's seat and tugged at the reins. You know, he laughed. I think this is even better than being an astronaut. Woohoo! Father Christmas leaned forward. Did I ever tell you that there was a time when I thought I wanted to be a sailor? He asked. It was something he forgotten himself. Also, contrary to what Father Christmas had feared, Sam didn't cause a crash. But he drove so fast that the wind whistled past them and the roof stopped blurred. The reindeer leaped over the clouds and galloped through moonbeams. Sleigh bells and laughter echoed through the night. For the first time in months, Father Christmas was tired. His bones didn't ache, and his feet didn't hurt, and he was feeling the cold. Ha ha! Sam looked down at the world shining below them. There were some great sights out there, he said. He laughed at he guided for round of toll. Oh Dasher, oh Dancer, oh Dasher, on Dancer, on Donner, on Blitzen. Ho ho ho, ho ho ho, Sam roared. Ho ho ho, roared his granddad. The reindeer snorted, the bells rang out, and a sleigh sped across the moon. On Comet, on Cupid, on Prancer, and Vixen. Merry Christmas, Sam laughed Father Christmas. Merry Christmas, Granddad laughed Sam. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It is Christmas Eve, and Father Christmas is preparing to set out on his sleigh. This year his grandson said it will be a night to remember, but Sam is not sure. His boots are too big and ready to go cold, and he would much rather be at home watching a film. Join a pair of Remember sleigh ride, also by Diane Sheldon. Harry and Chicken. Harry's Holiday. Harry the Explorer. Night sky watching. The end.